There is a startup in Silicon Valley that is offering $8,000 blood transfusions from teenagers for people who are attempting to fight some of the diseases associated with aging. Now, the name of the group is Ambrosia, which sounds delicious. It's a startup called Ambrosia. It's charging $8,000 for these blood transfusions from young people. Anyone over the age of 35 can become an Ambrosia customer. Ambrosia is like a salad, right?
Ambrosia is what the gods would feast on in Greek mythology.
Right.
Nectar and ambrosia.
Right. I was gonna say it sounds exactly like this devious organization that would be paying for the blood of
while wearing
teenagers
masquerade masks.
Yeah, exactly. Where there's like this this blood sacrifice ritual, and then there's just a lot of animal masks. So I picture it.
Most of their clients so far have been of retirement age, and look, they don't promise to stop the signs of aging, but what they want to do is dig a little deeper into whether or not these blood transfusions can help fight some of the diseases that are associated with aging. So the company does buy its supply from blood banks, which also sell blood to pharmaceutical companies. So these high schoolers who donate their blood are not aware that it might be used on healthy adults. So that's my biggest issue with all of this, because if people are donating blood, they're doing so to save lives. And look, in this case, if they do enough research, they might find that this could prevent diseases and could save lives. But at the moment, the science is not there. And I do worry that it is a little bit of a misuse of resources, right?
Speak for yourself. It seemed to work for Gavin in Silicon Valley.
Right, and that's another thing.
Which is Peter Thiel. They're making fun of Peter Thiel, who's like talked about this publicly.
Right.
Which is so funny to me that Ambrosia, which already sounds super suspect, had to make a statement saying that they can neither confirm nor deny whether or not Peter Thiel's a customer. He might have gotten this blood transfusion, the similar protocol overseas. What's funny to me again is that this high school teenager is not getting any of the advantages of being paid $8,000, but instead donating his blood thinking this will save lives, and then instead is actually adding on more years so that Peter Thiel can be more of an asshole. Am I not allowed to say that?
You can say whatever you want.
Is he going to?
I don't know if I've.
Is he going to launch an attack at us? I don't know, but I
didn't say it
for many years. Brett Ehrlich said it. Peter.
No, we're buds.
But here's
Brett
the thing.
Ehrlich Bachman.
If they weren't using precious resources, right? And they were open and honest with people donating blood, that hey, this is what the blood is going to be used for. Do you still want to donate to us? Then I'd try it.
You would try.
100%.
Oh, I'd still try it.
You would try getting young blood.
100%. Why not? It couldn't hurt.
Well, the reasons is it could hurt. Well, like blood transfusions are not easy matters. There's a risk involved in that.
You can get allergies and like flare-ups, or you can even die, right?
Yeah,
like you can.
Sometimes at hospital, and it doesn't happen frequently, but they just give the wrong blood. They give you the wrong type of blood.
But there's a possibility, although the science still isn't
Here's the thing: I don't think it exceeds placebo. Basically, you have people who are willing to spend $8,000 for a cure, anecdotally have said that they feel better after, which sounds pretty placebo-y to me.
Right.
How are they acquiring the blood from the blood banks is the real question that I try to understand, because there's no, but the thing is, fairly certain, it's at least in Turkey, like if you are undergoing this intense procedure. My father actually went under one where it required a lot of liters of blood. He had to then get other people to donate blood of similar volume before he could undergo this procedure, because blood is a very scarce resource. I mean, not resource, but like it's very scarce.
It is a resource, yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of crazy to me that you could just like, in instances where it could help thousands of people, help save thousands of people's lives, you could just buy it.
Here's the thing: is I should charge a premium for it. They're coming to me for if I'm 22, which happened once. They're coming to me for my kind of blood because it's valuable to these folks who are trying to get this blood transfusion to stay forever young. I would want to get paid more for it because it's a higher value commodity than the blood of an older person. So I would hope that would get worked out better. But then so I had a friend.
So are they just a mediator in that instance, or they take a 10% commission off of your blood because they're directly taking your
banks?
blood?
It should be like a, they should have a harvest of
fairly certain that that's illegal.
You're right.
Donors.
I would have preferred.
Why is that illegal?
I would have preferred if there was more transparency with this whole process. If this company came out and said, this is what we're doing. If you are a young individual who wants to take part in this experiment, please do so, whatever, here's what you can do.
Not teenagers, I wanna say like 19-agers, like 19-year-olds, like
having
adults.
said all of this though, there is one thing that I do genuinely appreciate about this, and that's that a lot of times they don't treat old age as if it's a disease, even though it's technically eroding your body. And I like that this company has a different outlook on it, where they are genuinely trying to cure, or find a cure or prevent some of the problems that come with old age, and potentially could come to this massive scientific revelation that.
But there are stem cell treatments that replace that offset the effects of aging and wear and tear that are being advanced all the time.
I know, but if we had the similar puritanical approach to that, then we wouldn't. And at some point, I'm looking right at you, GWB. We wouldn't get to the point that we're at with stem cell research. I say that if it doesn't really hurt people's lives, and by the way, one of the reasons I believe that you can't directly pay for blood and you have to get it from a bank is because then people would be incentivized to sell their blood instead of actually go to banks and blood banks and give it away for free.
But people take part in pharmaceutical testing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And,
now my incentive as the blood bank is to set blood aside for folks who are going to pay premium for it.
For sure.
And it's not going to go to the hospital,
which is why I was confused as to why this was legal in the first place.
It seems super creepy if they do get it from blood banks, but I think it really creeps me out, the idea that you're gonna take blood from people and put it in your body just for no good reason. And literally there is not proven to be a good reason for it.
Yeah. Well, people are willing to try anything, so it is what it is. People with money are willing to try anything.
You don't like ads? I hear you, brother. You know how you can avoid ads for the Young Turks? Become a Young Turks member and get all the content ad-free. TYTnetwork.com/join.